Oh my god, dude. Oh my fucking god. I cannot stop playing this game. It's like it owns my goddamn life. What do I do?
We need to free ourselves from this, and I have the perfect thing to get us out.
What?
We need a card to help us screw the rules! Dark Magician Girl?
It's time to
Hey guys, it's Rocket Blade here once again. What's up, everybody? As you can see from the shirts we're wearing, if you want to know where they're at, sharkrobot.com. In case you want to, we're reviewing Lazy Town today. And yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the saga of Robbie Broughton, the trials and tribulations he goes through to show everybody in Lazy Town that he is number one.
God damn it.
No, I thought about it. Koopa, yeah.
God damn it.
Who cares? I don't have an intro.
I'm sorry. So we're here to do the movie review of
Yu-Gi-Oh! The Dark Side of Dimensions.
Thank you, because I forgot the name of the title.
You're
I know
welcome.
I know it was a Yu-Gi-Oh! Movie, but yeah, we went to it was a Fathom event,
Mm-hmm.
and my friend Koopa told me about it. Actually, believe it or not, the tickets was like $15. Luckily, he knew a place at Cinemark at a Tuesday show, and they're only selling it for what, $5?
$5, yeah.
So
$5. We got the good end on the deal of that. Unfortunately, where we didn't get the good end of the deal is that when the purchase of the ticket, you're supposed to get a movie card, which was Obelisk the Tormentor.
Yeah. A playable version.
A playable version, yes. Yeah. Unfortunately, because I know they had like a preview showing in that same theater Sunday, and I guess they didn't have enough because they were a little bit ignorant and didn't think like an anime cartoon movie would get that many ticket sales, but they apparently
The original
ran out
Yu-Gi-Oh!
on
was
that
very, very popular, so I'm very surprised that they weren't prepared for something like that.
Yeah, it was pushed super hard. Unlike One Piece, which I also went to go see. I really should talk about that sometime. But
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind doing the review together with you, and just tell me your thoughts on your movie, and and chiming on the dub and whatever.
I'd probably find some time on my own to do something like that. But that's
yeah,
for another time.
for my channel, of course. I mean, yeah, of course, that'd be fantastic.
That's for another time.
So let's go into the movie. We'll try to go to the plot. Just the main. Not go over the whole plot. Just talk about the big parts.
The big basic
The parts of
and
it.
what we liked about it, what we didn't like, etc. etc.
Well, let's get the negative stuff out the way. Just with me, and Koopa agrees with me too on this. A lot of the duels just don't have an ending conclusion. It's just like you think, oh my god, this person's gonna win, or this person's gonna win, but it just like to be continued. Like the duel doesn't end. It is, but in a way, it's okay. It's not really a big flaw. It's like more of a minor one because then the villain lost early. This kind of looked early. The lose still look weak.
And Seto Kaiba has like seniority, and if he were to lose, that would make him look bad.
And the main villain, what's his name?
Agami,
it'll make him look bad too. Like, oh well, he's not much of a threat. Kaiba took him out in the first half hour of the movie.
Yeah.
So why would we fear him? But
Exactly.
So and basically the plot of it was just revenge, pretty much, because.
So what happened? And this is backtracking, I guess, on a little bit of like what Agami went through. So him and his sister Sarah.
Sarah, don't do stuff.
Not that Sarah.
That Sarah. They were pretty much orphaned in Egypt, and they were picked up by this real, doucher of a guy who just, I guess, grabbed these orphan kids just to have them, money grab off the streets or whatever.
Yeah, be street robbers or something.
Didn't even feed them, nothing.
Pickpockets,
like that.
Yeah.
And this is supposed to be a big, kind of plot twist of it, but, the Shoddy, Shoddy, he's called Shoddy in, the original. I think it was Shin they called him by. Yeah, it was Shin Shoddy, whatever. Slim Shoddy.
You just put the name of what it is in there.
But he kind of sensed this injustice, managed to send the guy away into this, cube of different dimension or whatever, and at that point just took on the children of his own that way. Once he were to pass, he would teach all these children this kind of secret weird dimension place that holds a different power that lets you, I guess, change the scope of the world depending, but it's one of those things that it wouldn't only come into full pass unless the Pharaoh were to finally move on, or as he's known to Tim, Yami, Yugi, etc., etc. And for those who followed Yu-Gi-Oh to this point, he did have his final duel with Yugi, and then he went ahead and passed on because Yugi won that. But if he were to return for whatever reason, then those powers would be shut off. And here's where, there's a problem I have with this myself. In the first half, the villain's perfectly fine. I know IGN said he was boring and dull, but I was kind of with him in the first half.
Me too, invested. Considering how his backstory wasn't exactly the best in the world, but yeah, go ahead.
But then when they kind of shown what happened to him, his motivations kind of went downhill in that point, and he kind of pandered out near the end. Because what really happened, because he was like mad at the Pharaoh for something and wanted to get revenge.
Was that ever explained? Why he was mad at the Pharaoh?
Blaming him for what the ring did, I guess. And what I mean by the ring is that when Shadi was talking to all of the children, including Agami, Bakura's father came in and found like the ruins, found the ring. He wanted the ring, was going to pay a buttload of money to this guy.
Give me all my money.
Just to take this ring. You know how pretty much I'm like, give me all my time, Konami, with Duel Links. You know. So he wears the ring, but like the dark spirit kind of like envelops him and really messes him up. Young Bakura goes there, the ring gets, and that's when he's first possessed, and he's actually the one who kills Shadi, not Yami or whatever. It was the spirit of the ring, and then he's also blaming Bakura, even though A, it was the spirit, and B, he knows it's the ring because one of his friends shows up, and he gets controlled. Yeah, he gets controlled by the ring, so he knows that's what's at fault, not the host and not the Pharaoh.
And I guess then he decides to shift the blame to the Pharaoh anyway still, I don't know. And I guess he was trying to have a change of heart, but then he turns like an evil, like giant, like ugly monster at the end.
Yeah, because I guess whatever was left of that spirit, which was also Zork, the destroyer of worlds, decided to take hold of him at the end there, and then you can kind of have to do a team up one.
Not for nothing. I can't wait till Little Creeper does the second album.
Oh, yeah, that's
what got me held on to Yu-Gi-Oh for so long, and it's actually my friend, thanks to my friend Cooper, why I even got into Yu-Gi-Oh, and I saw these cards, and I'm like, ooh, what is it? And he really sat down. He was a good fan of Yu-Gi-Oh. He sat down, told me the rules, explained how the things work, and I got hooked on it. I had my own card sets of it, and I've been a fan ever since. I even started watching Yu-Gi-Oh a little bit, and there's one thing before we go on. I had to mention it was hilarious when it was one part when he went to get the puzzle pieces, the main villain of the film. The guy pointed a gun, a real gun, and the crowd was like, "Oh shit, this ain't 4Kids," because 4Kids. You see more of Yu-Gi-Oh's. You see more of Yu-Gi-Oh's 4Kids stuff than I did. What did they do in terms of like editing?
Mr. Pegasus would like to have words with you. They made the gun literally just pointing at Kaiba, but no, he was holding up a real gun to Yagami, and it's like, oh my god, they have the budget for real guns now. What is this?
But it's like craziness. But that's the main just negatives of the film.
And another minor one, and this was brought up kind of by Alex and I kind of agree with him. In terms of like all the dueling and stuff, if you're a Joey fan, this is not the movie to watch him because he doesn't get a duel.
Yeah, because I like Joey. He's like that underdog character, that you root for, and he has a lot of. I like his strategies and I like his cards and his strategies, and he's like a risk taker, and I like how his with Time Wizard he's always he uses to his advantage, and like. Cool thing about I saw the duel with him and Yugi, how he lost. I love that duel because you found out he had the old wise magician. That was so cool. Like I thought, oh man, Joey had Yugi, but then he turned the old wise. I'm like, what? He had another form. I think, but then again, it wouldn't make sense.
In fact, that's gonna bring up a good point because we had that like Kaiba and Agami thing. Why couldn't Joey fought Agami first? Because kind of. That way, when Joey would lose him, then he could suck him into the dimension thing.
Yeah, he sucked him into the dimension thing, and then he was like, the world was vaporizing, and then he managed to get out, thanks for power of friendship, remembering Yugi, he managed to get out, and and it's just terrible. Oh, and also earlier the bullies tried to do the same thing to the main villain, and of course they
the world's most ugliest looking children. 'Cause,
jeez,
man,
if you can find a picture of them and show what they look like, oh my god, are they ugly as fuck.
they're like the definition of stereotypical badly drawn like gang bully.
We're gonna bully you and have no character development. That's what we're just here for. Yeah. But okay, let's get to the positives. Itself.
Whole 4Kids cast is back for this, so you know.
But
Yuki's reprising his role as Dan Green, Eric Stewart's reprising his role as Kaiba, and then everybody else.
well, aside, I don't know the voice actors, but I do recognize who they are, and they all play it so well. And I'm glad that even though 4Kids did a lot of bad editing, at least they got good voice actors.
Yeah.
So with that, I'll give 4Kids that.
Mhm.
I'll give them that much. Very good voice acting. But I love the
duels themselves.
duels themselves. Like, holy, I'm trying to find the best way to describe them. Like, amazing. Okay, let me address this problem real quick. Not with the movie, but with recent anime
In general.
I've seen in general. Like, you know,
This applies to me too, but I'm gonna let him.
with recent anime, because, you know, my friend Coop was getting me into, because it's funny how I'm getting into superhero stuff, and he's getting me these anime shows to check out, so like, you know, influencing. So he showed me recent anime, like, what's a recent example was Life of Another World anime.
Ray Zero.
Ray Zero. But incredible anime, by the mind fuck. It's like, oh my god, like I never knew a soothing sound could be so hard. But that's the amazing thing I love about just good writing, where like you can make the most cool, you know, catchiest, nice songs sound so creepy. Like the Singing in the Rain song from Clockwork Orange. People can hear that song because that one main villain made it sound. How creepily he sung it. And anyway, with the anime, it was a great anime. Just check it out, by the way. There were parts where it was CGI, and it was just so out of place. Like,
yeah,
it was
I know they're not important background characters, but when you see them all CGI while the two main people are talking, it's just very
distracting at times.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, what the fuck is that? At least with Dragon Ball Z, it was only with Goku and Frieza, and it was only in, you know, Revival F. It was only in small parts.
Yeah.
You hardly ever notice it.
Yeah.
But it just seems like the idea was they were gonna draw it, but like, okay, guys, we lost budget, so for background characters, we got to put CGI because it's cheaper. And they just lazily put CGI on there, you know.
Even like the One Piece film Gold is honestly kind of guilty of the CGI too. Not with the characters, but it was very clashing when Luffy and gang got into this car while they're 2D while the thing's CG. It was really weird.
Oh
looking.
god. Yeah, even High School Hero Academy
Yeah.
had there was one, I think, like the
My
last
Hero
episodes.
Academia, yeah.
It's a good anime, by the way. If you like the Sky High movie and you want like an anime version of that, watch that. That's pretty much what it is. Another good anime. There's one part towards the end where this detective guy, one of the main heroes, was driving a CG car, and it was just so does not fit. Because for the most part, like, the anime had no CG, but it had CG with the cars for some reason. Like, why? Why? Considering the fact that it's getting a second season.
Yeah.
So you have the budget. So what are you afraid of? Another thing is this: it clashes. It feels so last second where it was not intended. Like, it was intended to be drawn, but last second they had to do it CGI
Because they need it out the door now.
yeah, for budget cuts. Where the CGI for these monsters were like intended to be there from the start, because CGI of these monsters not only fit the world because of the whole hologram thing, which is a good point, but they look beautiful and sometimes even very intimidating. And I like that. It looked really good because I'm a CGA whore. I admit, if done right, it can be amazing. And in this case, with recent films like Rogue One or Iron Man 3 with when his house is getting attacked scene, that wasn't really him. That was a double stunt man.
Digital Tony Stark.
Digital face Tony Stark. So it could be amazing, and the CG in the monsters like the Blue Eyes White Dragon and
all of Agami's like weird cubic emperor
monsters
things.
looks amazing. Really, really well done. Beautiful, just well done. this beautiful, well done, and it was just like the battles were intense in your
So
face.
funny enough, I don't think any of Yugi's cards were CGI though. Those were all like
No, because he's more like human characters.
Yeah.
I think if Joey would have had a spotlight, I'm pretty sure
Red Eyes would
Red Eyes or
and heck, they have new Red Eye support out. That would have been the time for Joey to show that off.
Right, or was it the baby dragon he used to use? What's his name?
Red Eyes Blackjack?
Not the other one, the yellow one.
Oh, you mean Baby Dragon? Just
Baby Dragon, yeah. And remember when he gets older, what's it called?
Yeah, Thousand Dragon.
Thousand Dragon, yeah, like show that in 3D.
The power of time, wizard.
Yeah, do that. But yeah, Yugi's all, and also Yugi showed off some new mage characters as well.
A lot of new spellcasters.
One was what was it, Apple or?
It was like Apple and Kiwi, Magician
Apple and Kiwi.
Girl.
But there was one that didn't make it. Was a chocolate, right?
Well, there was a lot that didn't make it. There was chocolate. There was lime. There was I know chocolate and lime. I'm kind of forgetting the other one. No, it wasn't strawberry.
Cherry.
I think lemon. There we go.
So yeah, it showed off new cards and also new Dark Magician design, and finally, new Blue Eyes White Dragon designs.
Yep.
Because it just seemed like Blue Eyes White Dragon kept getting a middle finger to designs. Like you see these cool different designs of the Dark Magician, and it looks so cool.
Yeah.
Even in the movie, you had granted, I kind of wish they showed the purple one, but they also. Because they showed a black.
Oh yeah, he's talking about the original design.
Which that's the first time I saw. I'm like, ooh, wow, that's so cool. I kind of wish Yugi kind of. I mean, I know.
Yeah, I think I have the card down here actually, just to bring it up. You can keep talking.
So yeah.
But yeah, this version of Dark Magician.
Yeah, but but they had the other one had this black one or this weird looking kind of like Kiss Rocker looking one, but it's still Dark Magician. It's so cool.
It honestly looks more like Dark Magician looks kind of like Dark Paladin, actually.
Right, exactly.
Buster Blader and him, but
yeah.
except without Buster Blader.
Right, but Kaiba's and he has these cool different designs. It's the same old Blue Eyes White Dragon, Blue Eyes White Dragon, same ones. Where I've seen especially with Duel Links, there has been newer designs of the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Yeah.
And they look awesome. Why isn't Konami or the card makers showing card designs of those new well, maybe with the movie pack are they
Yeah, they're different.
so they finally shaped let's show some love to Blue Eyes and show how these different designs can become beautiful as well, because it seemed like Dark Magician was getting all the love, and now finally he's getting the love too, because after all he's technically the stronger monster, so he should get some love in there. But yeah, the CGI was fantastic, the duels were intense and had my attention. It was in your face action. And of course, and the fact that they're all older too, so it's more into the future. I didn't like that. And what's the name, bro? The Bronco Taya was it? Taya, she's gotten hot. Wow, she blossomed beautifully. But she wanted to be a famous dancer in her world and stuff. So with Joey's doing animal stuff.
Yeah, he's a weird he's giving balloons to children in in a courtyard kind of thing.
Yeah, because I mentioned him to wait, when didn't Yugi give him $4 million was it for the?
It was $3 million from Duelist Kingdom, yeah.
I'm geez, how much was his experimental eye surgery? Seriously.
We never know, unless somehow it's been a while since the creator has made it. Maybe he just kind of forgot that happened.
That's true. It could be,
because it's been a while. Because he's had a whole other new series.
He's
into
GX
5Ds. Zexal, the Black Sheep, and then the newest Arc V, which is actually ending soon too, and then you're getting right into a sixth one.
Wow, already?
Yeah.
Jeez, man. But yeah, it's just all the old characters are back, and they just feel it haven't aged at all in terms of voices. It just feels like watching the show all over again.
Mm-hmm.
And just not for nothing, I gotta say, Kaiba is that type of person at that point. It's you guys too much money, and I like also. The biggest one I liked is looking more mature was Mokuba. Mokuba, which that's one thing I said. These rival in anime characters. Even though Kaiba's a douche, he's a great ass brother.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I guess mild spoilers when he left to go fight the pharaoh at the end,
Mm-hmm.
he left the company to him.
Yeah.
Well, you're in charge now. You're 16, you'll be fine.
I made a joke on that.
But still, it's like, he looked very mature. He had like his hair slicked back, a nice suit. He looked very, like, he fit the part. Like, he was acting very confident, professional. Also, he didn't get kidnapped.
Oh,
So, good for
yeah,
him.
Wow.
Because that's like the running joke that little Kariba will make on the show. And kind of like, God damn it, I said just little brat again. But that's not the
Like,
case this
man,
time.
how is he gonna write that one? Is he just gonna edit it like Mokuba got captured in the cube anyway?
Oh no, but like, it's just, yeah, man, and just, of course, it's funny when they won the big duel at the end, Joey and Tristan made that weird like kind of face.
Yeah, they did like they embraced their inner JoJo's Bizarre Adventure or something.
Yeah, seriously. But no, it's a really good anime.
Very nostalgia heavy for
Also,
those
the
like me who
animation,
watched all
right,
of
very
the
nostalgia.
monsters.
Animation is very beautiful, and it's like I said, unlike with the CGI, like the CGI,
In other different
and
anime.
this was intended for it, and it looked beautiful, just absolutely beautiful. And I love the new cards they showed off, and also gotta say is Cinemark, their chairs super comfortable.
Oh yeah.
Super comfortable.
Because they can actually recline, and for a moment while we were watching it, he wasn't falling asleep because the movie was
bad.
bad. He was just getting too comfortable.
If I had to sit up, not because it was bad,
Yeah.
but because it was just like, just super comfortable. I just really enjoyed the chair. It's like really just so amazingly good.
Yeah.
And but overall it was just like, also it has a recline, right? You mentioned how you could like put your feet up too. It's like, it's so nice. It's so good. God, but overall it's just, if you're a fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! And you want to see the original cast return, and while showing off new, cast of like monsters they use and love, then this movie's right at home for you.
Like, owe it to yourself. Go see it, because there's not that much time left. As of recording right now, it's the 3rd. It's gonna be gone by the 8th. So
you still have time, so go see it. You have no excuse. Go see it. It's worth it. I would have paid the $15. That's how good it was. It was totally worth it. It was a good movie. I have to admit, it was a good time. I really enjoyed it.
And then before we, this is not nothing about the movie, but just a little funny thing. They actually, and this is another thing we want to just taste it base on. So it's kind of like a movie review / a game, and actually a mobile game, believe it or not. But before the movie started, they had Kaiba actually sell out to Duel Links,
Right.
which is Konami's newest mobile venture with the Yu-Gi-Oh license. And if this was like the quality of any mobile games out there, because I'm the biggest like shitter on mobile games, this is the first one that had me hooked. And at first I felt like ashamed. It's like, why do I like a mobile game? But it's great. It's so addictive.
Yeah, but I'm saying there
My
are good
goodness.
mobile. I know it's like kind of the Steam like library. When I mean like that, it's like it's so full of trash. But there
Yeah.
are good games, like like the Ocean Horn. I heard is
I'm
like
gonna apologize for itching my nose so much here. I don't know what's going on.
It's okay. But like I think Ocean Horn, I believe it's called. Like it's like a
Mhm.
Legend of Zelda kind of ripoff kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
But like it was good though.
Oh, it was good.
It was
Okay.
really good. Also,
'Cause when you hear rip off, it's normally like.
but it was like it's more of like a tribute to it. It was really, in fact, it did so well. It's gonna be on the Switch and console. That's how good it was. Nintendo embraced it. Like, yeah, we'll have it on our system. Why not? And then like so there's that. Of course, I think the first one that really showed that mobile can be really good. Infinity Blade was
Oh,
great.
yeah, Infinity.
The Dead Space mobile game's actually really good. The Mass Effect one's really good too.
Mhm.
What's another good one that's really good? Of course, obviously Duel Links. Mario Runner Heart's really good too.
Yeah, and that one is not the traditional pay the win kind of thing. It's just you can demo the first few levels, and after that, it's just like a one-time fee of $10, and then once you do that, you have the full game.
Right. Also, Sonic Dash is really good.
Yeah.
Even came out a sequel. That's how good it was.
I know the Kingdom Hearts game I've heard
It has-
from my friend is pretty good as well.
Yeah, I heard that one is good too. So of course you like I mentioned,
And then with
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Nintendo, they just released
Released
Fire
as
Emblem
of
not too
today,
long ago.
yeah.
Not today.
But so there are good ones if you look for it. Yes, there are bad ones and
Super scummy pay to win paywalls. You can't past this game unless you
Like
give
Dead,
us the money.
like Dead Trigger 2 is a recent example of that. I remember Rich from ViewTech USJ was mentioning how it's a good like first-person shooter. Who was like, oh, if you want this gun, you got to pay us $5 in real life money, or wait a few days. Or if you want to go to the next level, you can pay now to play now, or wait. It's like just, it gets to the point where you have to pay to like if you want to play. It's like, what's the point?
But for me, with just Duel Links, like I have not put a dime into this game, and I've opened over like well over 100 packs and gotten some decent cards.
And then again, like it's kind of I think they're going with the Metal Gear system because Metal Gear has microtransactions too, but it's like what Yu-Gi-Oh! Links for that in common is like you don't need it. Like it's just people that want it now because you can't get all the stuff.
Or if you want to show some support to maybe their server costs, which you know what, maybe in the future I might just because they have a few like just little sell ones like instead of the usual $9.99 for 10 packs, there's a $5.99 and you get one guaranteed SR. So maybe in the future, just to help them support the servers, I might purchase a couple of those because my god, the servers.
It's kind of like with Xenoverse 2 when it launched. Oh my god, I got kicked off. In fact, I had to like go away for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, though honestly, like, I was fine.
Like he was fine, but like me, it was like I just got kicked off. Like it wouldn't like. And then oh, fun fact, you know, I'm glad you mentioned it. In the Yu-Gi-Oh! One, there's like a little blue like blue eyes white dragon like chibi one with like a
in the construction site where the bullies go to beat up Agami.
Yeah, like a little like yellow hat, and it says and it's under construction, but they use that for the games that the servers are down.
Yeah,
it's hopefully you don't see it, but you do. It's from the movie
Heaven
too.
forbid, but yeah, this game because gems is a currency used by packs, and they give you so many opportunities just to get gems on your own. You get gems from the little duel quizzes, the Pegasus event that's up right now. You can get gems from that. You can get gems from just leveling your characters. There's a ton of ways to just get a ton of card packs, and it's just I can't say nothing bad about this game. I mean, of course I get salty, and there's those times when I draw nothing but spells and traps, and it's like, well, what was I supposed to do?
I know that happened to me one time too. Like, really, what the hell am I doing? Luckily, I had like trap cards that give me points back, but still, it was like shit. But overall, if you want a good, nostalgic trip with the Yu-Gi-Oh movie, go see that. And also, if you want a good like Yu-Gi-Oh game on the go, it also ain't that for years though. Like it's funny how with Nintendo after I played Hyrule Warriors, like gee, Nintendo should do a Dynasty Warriors with Fire Emblem characters since now Awakening, Birthright, and Conquest happened and it's more mainstream and more people know more of the characters. They can do a game like that now because they have a lot of recognizable characters. Now that's the thing that's happening on the Switch. Yeah. I even told him he was like shitting on the mobile. I was like, man, you know what? If I would just want a mobile version of the Yu-Gi-Oh game. If they do it right, they can make a killing. Especially on the microtransactions alone, they can make a lot of killing. And there's a good fan one out there, I think called Yu-Gi-Oh Generations, I believe it's called.
Yeah.
But this one is so much better, so much smoother and cleaner.
It makes you feel like you're playing the show because it's a half down version. So typically a deck contains 40 cards, it's 20. You normally have 8,000 life points, it's 4,000. There's only 3 monster zones and 3 spell and traps, but it's still so fun. They go by so quick too, and it's just that sense of just beating them and getting more points and just it's a very grindy game, but it's a good kind of it's a grind that's fun.
It's Yu-Gi-Oh! Light pretty much. Yu-Gi-Oh! On the go like. I have a 15-minute break. I can maybe stretch in like a duel or two before I have to go back to work. So that'd be like good for me or anybody that's for that matter that's at work and you want to play like Yu-Gi-Oh! But like gonna do some quick duels. It's perfect.
So I mean, as much shit as Konami's been taking and how many really dumb decisions they've done, this is the first time I'm doing this in a while.
Wow, yeah, I know. When it comes to like Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like I think you're treating Yu-Gi-Oh! Like Capcom is treating Street Fighter V Resident Evil, like they're golden goose. Like, if they fucked it up with this franchise, they're dead.
Actually, there was one little dumb edit online. Remember the, and SpongeBob, the Mr. Krabs bit where he's making everybody go out except the clown can stay? They, pasted over, different properties of the people leaving, and then was, Konami, Mr. Krabs, except you can say that, the clown's Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh yeah, because the cards are making a lot of money now. So at least with that, so it's kind of like with Adult Swim, though you know, they have a lot of stoner shows, but like when they have something good, they will run with it.
Yeah.
Like with Aqua Teen Hunger Force, they ran with it. Rick and Morty, they're like, oh my god, like this is their show.
Yeah.
In fact, they immediately like when they asked for season 3, like Adult Swim even hesitated to say yes, they gave him third season. Unfortunately, it's been delayed, sadly.
What
But I
can you
think
do?
because I don't know what's going on, but like I think it's not for too long. Maybe by summer we'll get it like season 3. But like based on what I saw, it's good. I know we're getting off topic, but overall,
Yeah, it's a big ramble, but just to sum it up in all directions, Yu-Gi-Oh! Great movie, definitely better than the first one that we got over here in the States with the Anubis as the main villain. At least, even though Agami still kind of panders off during the second end, it's a better attempt at a new villain than Anubis ever was. But besides that, Yu-Gi-Oh! Movie, Dark Side of Dimensions, go see it now. Hopefully you can get Obelisk and the theater is a little bit more on board with the card quantities than the one we went to. Duel Links, go download it now. Great mobile
it's free
game.
by the way.
Free.
So if you
Free
wonder.
of charge, and like the microtransactions you don't even need. But if you want to throw some money in there to hopefully help them with server issues,
Yeah, it's
because
kinda bad.
my heart goes out to the people who's probably in the server rooms right now hooking up a ton more, trying to alleviate stress because
It was literally so bad, like for a good 5 minutes attempted to get back. It's like, no, you can't get back in. Sorry.
it was so bad at one point before I started playing that the Pegasus event that I talked about earlier in this vid, they had to delay it twice.
They told me once, but twice.
Yeah, it's
Shit.
twice. They had to delay it twice. There was that much server strain
Damn.
on it. But they finally have it up now. They're being better with it, though there's still disconnects, so, you know, I mean, we can't blame them. A lot of people, there's like, what, over 2 million? 200 million?
Yeah, they just
even?
cracked when we were playing in the room earlier. Because God, it took us forever just to get off and get this filming. Yeah, we got 500 gems to promote. Yay, we got 2 million downloads. So.
And then another 500. Hey, a new card back's out.
Yeah, Jesus. Alright, okay. Overall, movie, go see it. Yu-Gi-Oh! Links, good mobile game, go play it.
Yeah.
It's totally worth your time. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the video and this ramble. Thanks for watching us, thanks for supporting my channel. Please make sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and as always, Rocket Blade signing out. Hope to see you guys again real soon. Of course, also before we go, if you want to know we got these shirts, remember, sharkrobot.com.
And only you can prevent being stalked by a gay clown.
The fuck does that mean?
I don't know.
Alright guys, peace out.
Take care, guys.